I'm ready for what's coming. It's going to be great. I'm going to throw in the towel on crypto. I'm disappointed. I don't know what to do. This is crazy. It's just not what I expected for this year. I may have to just cancel everything. The government is taking a stance to come against all of us in crypto. They are not approving the ETF on Bitcoin. In fact, there's even a lawsuit. Cathie Woods, Grayscale, president, CEO, is going after the secretary, the SEC, I should say, the Securities Exchange Commission, on the issue of approving an ETF for Bitcoin. There is a lot of drama happening in crypto. Aside from the Bitcoin ETF, you have a lot of exchanges contemplating bankruptcy. You have other exchanges who are being liquidated, who are pulling rug schemes, or what do you call that? Rug pulls. Sorry, they're pulling rug pulls, and they are, quite frankly, stealing our money. I have Coinbase is my next concern. Coinbase is possibly going to get filings for bankruptcy if it doesn't find more investor money to keep it afloat. These are the issues that are happening that are going to cause this market to continue to go even further down. Now, what do we do? What are you doing? How are you protecting your investment? Are you protecting your investment? Should we all pull our crypto out of the exchanges into a hard wallet and save it for like 10, 15 years, when maybe in 10, 15 years, none of this is going to exist? What does Bitcoin do to solve anything? Tell me. I want to know. I've been researching. What does Bitcoin do to solve anything? Is there any utility to Bitcoin? The smartest man talking about Bitcoin, well, I shouldn't say the smartest man, but I should say Michael Saylor's pretty damn smart. Michael Saylor knows what he's doing. Michael Saylor, with MicroStrategies, a person who has invested a ton of money in Bitcoin, both personally from his own wallet and his own money, and from his business, the excess profits of the business. I was looking at MicroStrategies stock yesterday, and it looks like it's in a juicy level. They used to be a $700 to $1,000 stock not too long ago. You know, it's already at the levels it was in 2017. Man, that is a discount. But is it a discount? Can MicroStrategies break to the brink of extinction if Bitcoin doesn't play out for them? If Bitcoin doesn't play out for any of us, we're all doomed, including those big investment companies like MicroStrategy. All of the news that I'm hearing right now is concerning toward cryptocurrency, which is why I'm excited about it, which is why I ain't pulling out, which is why my last video said, hey, if the Titanic of crypto begins to sink and goes under, baby, I'm going under with it. But the Titanics of today are much more advanced than the Titanics of the past. Everybody was saying Titanic cannot sink when they built that thing, and they put all those millions of dollars to build it. All those people lost everything in the Titanic, including some lives were lost there, which I'm not happy about. But I am saying right now on record, regardless of what starts to happen, and I feel for some of those people that have lost everything in crypto in the last couple of years, especially this year, I feel for them, especially for those rug pulls, especially falling victims to fraud, to scams, all of that stuff, man. It is notorious how much people are out to get rich quick or get an easy buck. They don't want to work. They don't want to work like you and I. They don't want to earn their money like you and I, honestly, and in a fair way. Earning their money like you and I, doing honest work, doing legal work. That's how I earn my money. And I sleep good at night. What keeps me up at night is all of these criminals, thieves attacking our homes, attacking our property, attacking our businesses. I run a business, and I can't tell you, every single day my security cameras are catching these criminals jumping the fence and vandalizing our transportation vehicles, vandalizing our facility, vandalizing the things we have that we have earned legally and honestly. And honestly, that is what is causing the market to crumble. Inflation is pushing more people over the edge. They either have to do this in order to make it, or what do? It's not an excuse, but it's the stuff that we're dealing with right now. So back to crypto. I'm ready. I've been talking about how I'm going to be ready. I'm going to do it. And I hope it doesn't sink in terms of the companies that I'm invested in, crypto companies that I'm invested in. I don't think they are, but you never know. So I hope you're with me. I know my AMP people, you're with me. AMP was very interesting a couple days ago. I don't know if you noticed, but it just skyrocketed all of a sudden. Something happened in AMP for a very short period of time. Either someone bought multi-million dollars of AMP, because that is one way it could cause it. You know, AMP has a low market cap. So these small market caps, anytime somebody comes in and buys millions of dollars, it will have an effect. If you're a player who's doing 20,000, 50,000 in AMP, it ain't going to have much of a move. Whether you sell $50,000 worth of AMP or you buy $50,000 worth of AMP, it ain't going to have much of a move. However, there was a very short move to the upside that happened rapidly, where it increased quite substantially, and that was a good sign. To me, that was a good sign that somebody was putting in a lot of money into AMP, because that's typically one way that any crypto increases in price, when there is a rapid demand for buying it, which is contrary to what I've been seeing, because conversely, AMP has been losing. In other words, AMP has a lot of sellers. So if you look at the buy and sell ratio, you're going to notice in AMP that there are a lot of people who are selling the token, not buying the token, compared to, say, a token like Cardano ADA. You look at Cardano ADA, it has about 90% of buyers versus about 10% or so of sellers, and the price action is not doing very much either. And so, you know, how much influence does that have? Well, maybe very little, but there are so many things in crypto you got to be watching out for. I just hope you're careful. Do your research. Don't be like me. Don't be the one standing in the ship in the ocean when crypto's going down and I'm just saying, well, I'm going to drown with it. That's not what I'm telling you. That's just what I'm willing to do, because the amount of money I invest is not a whole bunch like other people. I ain't putting my life savings in there. Quite frankly, if it goes down, it goes down. If it goes to nothing, it goes to nothing. I don't stop eating what I like to eat. I don't stop living under the roof I like to sleep under. All of those things I am not compromising. And that's really the point that I'm trying to make here, is that if you can weather the storm, weather it, it's going to be probably a couple of years of this sideways downturn, economic hardship to crypto. But I think eventually, as the dust settles with whatever is coming, you know, if the dust settles, and once it's settled, and the survivors, I think Bitcoin will survive. I think Cardano will survive. I think Ethereum will survive. And those survivors are going to then benefit from the adoption and the regulation post this winter crash and doom cycle. Once that happens, once we cross over into the next cycle, which could be anywhere between 2 to 3 years from now, and if you're willing to wait, I think at that point we are going to own our own ships, not have to rent or ride on a ship that is not owned by you. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. Aquí el Gallito de la Sierra, aka Crypto Keeper. I do the research so that you don't have to. As always, thank you so much for liking my videos. Thank you so much for waiting till the end. I hope to bring better content in the future, but I do my videos as I'm driving, so I can't do too much that distracts me from the road, because I'm also trying to be very safe out here on the road. Peace out. El Kikiri Keeks checking out. Thank you.